Using so
He needs to
many
get some.
units. Oh,
What is he? Yeah.
I don't know what he
What
was
is
going
he
for there, but
doing?
certainly he's lost
Is he
it
getting
all
too
now.
much food?
Paladin second now,
He,
coming out for the human.
the best. Uh, if I were him, I would go to the shop, grab a couple
Yeah,
of
I think
squirrel
even
healings, you know
salving
what I
up
mean,
at this
and then
point
come
would be
back.
quite nice, just because like it's gonna take ages, and scroll of healing doesn't heal for that much. But it looks like this Mountain getting very low now, unable to get out. This Paladin not gonna come out in time. Oh.
6
Is
HP,
the
7
Paladin,
HP.
oh, the
Ah.
Panda going down as well. This is sort of now Violet really unable to push because of these low. Oh, he's trying for it, but look at this Paladin could come in and get a couple kills now if Violet's not careful. But it looks like Violet's being pretty careful, and these level 3 Spirit Wolves are really going to tear apart this Paladin.
The poor Paladin popped out and getting his
Oh,
snares
look, the
surrounded.
Spirit Wolves is timed out, but will he be able to get enough off enough stairs? There it goes there, and Nithala
he's
again
gonna
in a
die.
bad position. Really back and forth this game. Basically, sort of it's between Violet pulling ahead and then pulling back even again. But it looks like we are seeing tier 3 tech coming out for the human now, and
Look
a
at-
couple Griffin Aviaries.
Look. Yeah, I know. This is gonna catch the Orc in a surprise, and Orc is trying to catch up in economy game too. I don't think that. I think that's a
I
little
think
late,
he
but better
wanted
than
to
nothing.
see how much damage he could actually put on early game, and so that's why he ended up going for so much aggression and no expansion. But in the end, I think he's decided that he's not going to be able to win the game, so he may as well pick up an expansion. And interestingly, since we don't have an Arcane Sanctum, these wolves are going to always be invisible to the towers, which is quite nice. Means you can do a lot of just scouting around. Violet can now see these Griffin Aviaries and everything, so he really has an excellent idea of what's going on. And you can see Nithala having to rebuild this barracks actually, because he needs that animal war training when he hits tier 3.
Yeah. Bestiality upgrade, that's what I call it.
Some call it an upgrade.
Anyway.
It looks like this Panda will soon be back out. And do you think Violet's going to go straight for another attack now?
Oh man, I think. Oh Jesus, if I were him, I would go tier 3 and then go for the reinforced defense. Because once the Griffin comes out, you can say bye to your burrows. If you don't have the proper Die Rider like counter.
That's right.
To them.
I haven't been paying attention. Have we seen any armor upgrades yet for these?
That's the second armor upgrade on the blacksmiths.
Oh no, that's the first one, isn't that? Yeah.
That first one, you're right. Yeah.
And so it looks like we will actually be seeing another attack now on this barracks, and I don't think animal war training will go up in time. And that animal war training is so important, especially if you are going against bat riders.
Why he keep building barracks over there? Why he doesn't
I think
he
because
just rebuild
it's
the barracks at 8
quite
o'clock?
sort of important, just to block off his base.
Blocking.
Because otherwise you can take out some of these towers quite easily, especially with Spirit Wolves, and then you're in trouble. But it looks like actually one of these raiders might go down. Ooh. No, it doesn't look like it, even though the first Griffins are now popping out. But they're just not strong enough to be able to do too much at this point. They're still 0-0 upgraded with no animal war training. So if they're caught out of the range of towers, Ensnare will just rip through them.
And the towers. Ooh, Bat Rider. Holy light. Yeah, there it is. I was gonna say the buildings, humans have level 2 masonry upgrade.
There goes one Griffin there. And level 2 masonry upgrade, obviously so important, but still not strong enough to actually keep that barracks alive. And looks like actually that's just raiders are going down so quickly. But so is the paladin. And obviously even with that level 2 masonry upgrade, it's just not staying up long. The barracks isn't staying up long enough to get the animal war training, and more bats coming in now. This is really going to be a problem for these griffins.
Jesus.
Mountain King.
But that's if you do the
see
math,
that farm
that's
block? Oh, it's not quite enough though.
I saw that.
Yeah, such a good attempt.
Awesome,
that Mountain
though.
King goes down, and again, Focus put in an excellent position. An earthquake being used. Oh wow!
Earthquake.
Oh, what an insane game! It looks like now this altar. Oh, will the paladin get out in time? I think he might just.
Everything's gonna go. Everything's gonna go except
but the paladin is out
main.
at least, which is a small consolation, I guess. Looks like this paladin really gonna need to get back into the range of his towers, though. Nithala is actually repairing this altar, but not quite quickly enough by the looks of things.
he's better off
Yeah,
rebuild
yeah.
altar at 8 o'clock. Just sacrifice the entire main and rebuild at 8
Yeah, if
o'clock.
only he could have that extra gold mine down there, that would certainly be fine with him, but he only has 2,000 gold left in that mine anyways. So he'll probably be happy to lose the space eventually anyways.
Yeah, just when the orc is attacking your base, just use this buildings to keep him busy. That Mountain King came out of tavern. When the
Yeah,
hell
yeah,
that happened?
he did obviously. That's just a much smarter move than having to spend all that time rebuilding your altar and everything. So actually, obviously that bolt one-shots Bat Riders as well, which is very nice.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is why Bat Riders needs to be in the back of the army, like over the tree line or something. What I'm concerned about the orc is he's not getting tier 3, so he's going to rely on tier 2 units to counter the
Yeah,
the
it's
human
quite
tier 3
surprising.
push.
He's even putting up a tower as well, so he's clearly worried about the threat of harassment, but not worried enough to get tier 3, which is quite an investment, but at the same time I think it's probably worthwhile at this point. And meanwhile, actually, some pretty nice harassment here with these Spirit Wolves, just picking off a couple low peasants, which is obviously a very nice thing to do, just gets you a bit of extra experience, and really slows down your opponent's economy as well.
Yeah. Oh, this is one of the mistakes that a lot of orc players make. They think they have complete map control, so they don't put any towers or burrows at their expansion.
Yeah, I mean,
And this is what you get.
towers or burrows would be pretty useless without tier 3 against these Griffins anyways. But I think, yeah, what we will see is we'll see Violet just turning back in and probably forcing Nithala out pretty quickly.
TP. Yeah.
And also, it doesn't matter too
Yeah,
much if he actually loses those peons, because he doesn't need too many for lumber, especially now that he has a war mill up and everything. But this TP eventually goes down, and it looks like actually a lot of units being lost there by Nithala, so not too great harassment there by him. And Violet now getting tier 3 actually.
Oh yeah, about time. Finally, he figured it out. Anyway, I think the tier 3 is for reinforced defense. Maybe Alchemist. What do you think?
I think Alchemist is okay, but I wouldn't use him in this situation because of the Panda. I think the Panda and the Alchemist won't be too useful in conjunction with each other. I think if you have something like a Blade Master, sort of Blade Master Shadow Hunter type army, I think the Alchemist is more useful. But I think certainly Reinforced Defenses is nice. Orb is nice.
Overlining on the Panda, you mean?
Yeah, I'd put it on the Farseer myself, but that's just because the Farseer is much less likely to be focused down because he's so much further back in the battle. And certainly there's a whole bunch of other things that Orc can get at tier 3 as well. If he ever needs to rebuild his main, Tiny Great Hall was nice. I do actually really like Berserkers, and if you get a Berserker, sort of a combination of Berserkers and Spirit Walkers with that Master Spirit Walker training, that can be a really powerful army, especially with some attack upgrades and Berserker mode activated.
Yeah, that's right. And also if you have you can have the Asian of what's that level master training for the walkers?
Yes, yeah.
Asian something, right?
Ancestral Spirit.
Ancestral Spirit.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's helpful when you have a bunch of walkers and one of them dies and you pop them back up.
Yeah, it's quite nice. But it looks like actually I'm surprised actually that Violet's only producing from 2 bestiaries at this point, because considering he has 2 mines up and running, you could probably produce a 3rd bestiary, because he is saving up a whole bunch of money now actually. And it looks like, oh, look at these griffins coming into the base, gonna take out a bunch of burrows.
What reinforced defense being researched? See the
Yeah, certainly it's not gonna be nearly in time though. And it looks like that
Bat
rider's coming in, but nice split there actually.
Nice
yeah.
split. Oh,
but just too many Bat Riders.
Nope. Didn't work.
And 3 armor upgrades now on these Griffins, so it means these Bat Riders are pretty much useless at this point. They can do a fair bit of damage, but they're just not cost effective anymore.
I want 6 Mountain King.
Yeah, but it looks like he's not even going to use his ultimate. He's just instead going to get out of there, and that's probably a wise choice. There wasn't too much damage he could actually do past this point. Take out those burrows, which is quite nice for him, because it means Violet's currently going to need to produce more burrows if he wants to go past 50 food.
Yeah, I don't think he's break free. I don't think Violet has broken 50 food the entire game.
No, I don't think so.
I don't remember. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure humans almost over. Yeah, he's almost over. Do you think Blood Mage at this point would be useful?
Um, I don't really think so. I mean, Blood Mage is generally quite nice, but I think it's a bit too late at this point. I think if this was a bit earlier in the game, Blood Mage would be quite useful, and certainly it's possible that we would see the Blood Mage out at this point. But I think if we go much after this point, the Blood Mage will just be too low on level, and there's just too little creeping left, and so level 1 Blood Mage is so easy to focus down. Obviously, he can banish himself for a short period of time, but even that's...
Banish and heal.
Yeah, banish and heal is quite nice, and then banish and focus, obviously, with the Griffin Riders as well is pretty nice.
Yeah.
But just between sort of...
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, just between ensnare and everything, it's just not too... it's not too viable. Oh, look at this battle. Really, really nicely played here by Violet, focusing down individual Griffins really, really well. And actually, oh wow, Bolt coming in here, gonna do a lot of damage to this Farseer, who does definitely need to run away and even use the healing potion as well.
Yeah, I think Orc is on the back foot now because he allowed human to get way too much money. He should have used the Earthquake a couple more times at the 8 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, the only reason he could use it in the first place was because that Mountain King was dead. Oh, wow, look at this Farseer, level 7, using a healing potion, needing to get out there, but obviously Earthquake can be cancelled by a Bolt, so you need to make sure that Mountain King isn't around, and so it was okay to use it when the Mountain King was dead, but otherwise not really so.
Just keep him ensnared.
Yeah, certainly, yeah, I mean, you need a lot of, you need 3 raiders just dedicated to that, though, and then... Like, obviously, the Farseer can just easily focus down, but look at this Mountain King so low on health.
Staff! Staff! Oh, man.
Oh, so close there. And this Panda now, gonna try and...
pushing less invulnerability. Oh, nope, it's still surrounded. Get the Panda killed!
Yeah, the Panda's so low on health. And, eventually this... it looks like now Divine Shield being used by this Paladin. Really, he's just gonna stay alive basically forever. And eventually he will probably go down. Unfortunately, Mountain King has been staffed home, so he won't be able to come back in and staff this Paladin away or anything. But look at, I don't know why there's, actually I guess the Panda's about to hit level 6 pretty soon, so staying around for that experience is quite nice, even though it means that humans, they're almost in risk of taking some damage. But actually it's quite interesting now, because if you take a look at the humans expansion, he only has 1700 gold left. Meanwhile, Violet has a whole bunch more left. He actually has 7,000 left. So he's really going to be able to last in this game a lot longer if this game goes on for too much longer.
This is a good strategy for the Orc. Okay, you're gonna take half a map, so I'm gonna take half a map. Let's see who lasts longer.
Yeah, just play a war of attrition after that point. And the healing salve is so useful in that situation. Yep. When you need to heal sort of individual heroes and you don't have too many units left on the field. And looks like actually sort of a bit of scouting / just doing a small bit of damage with Spirit Wolves in Nithala's base. Eventually they do die, and actually Knight's being transitioned to now by him as well. Knight's obviously quite nice, sort of considering that Violet's army is largely Bat Riders with a couple Raiders and no Kodo Beasts. I think one Kodo Beast would actually be quite nice in this situation.
That's right, all the damage output. Wait, I'm sorry, you mean the Kodo Beast to have a War Drum, or the Kodo Beast for the Devourer?
Well, for both, really. I mean, Devour against Knight, it's just insane. But also, I mean, sort of the War Drums isn't as useful here as it would be in other situations, because this army is the damage from this army is largely from spells between the Bat Riders and Chain Lightning and Breath of Fire. So actually, the War Drums won't have too much effect on actually how much damage is being done. But I mean, it'll have some, and but I think mainly just for the ability to devour those Knights. Obviously, Violet hasn't scouted them yet, or possibly just has with this one Spirit Wolf. So maybe that's what we're going to see from him eventually.
He researched the War Drum damage. You see that? He just did.
Oh, did he? And actually he's getting a Spirit Lodge as well. So it looks like he's getting ready to transition into sort of some sort of more traditional army. He has 900 gold in the bank actually, and isn't spending it, which is a bit surprising. Because he could at least go up to oh, and he's now spending it. He's now gone up from 42 to 46 food. Actually getting a Kodo Beast. So there we go.
Because he just researched War